Nothing wants to work today. I need to replace this piece of junk computer. I really do. So I think I know what's going on with the way the mic was clipping or going intermittent. It's a CPU usage issue. Now, I don't know if it's truly a CPU usage issue or if it's the dying PCH. So I've known that computer that I'm using has had a dying PCH for almost a year now. And I know this because of how the storage devices act. So the SATA lanes on it are screwed up going into the PCH. Um, and then now it's starting to affect USB too. So yeah, I should probably reflow it. It would probably work if I reflowed it. But I don't really want to take that apart to reflow it. I'd rather just go get a new one. So I think the audio issue has something to do with that. But yeah, if I use the other mic, people complain that it sounds too muddy. So Piranov, I have no idea what PCH is, but I know it's a Haswell Xeon E3 1220 something or other. So I'm waiting for the microscope view to come up, and it may not come up because the darn USB lanes are screwed up now, which is an absolute joke. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay, so microscope should come up now, and it does. So let's see what we have for today. So we have a couple to work on. So this is a no power. So this is a A1465 that does not turn on. And I smell burned board. This will probably have an internal short because it smells like burned board. Anytime something smells like burned board, usually has an internal short. So let's plug in the DC power supply. Actually, let's plug in the MagSafe 2 because this will not work with the DC power supply. Or will it? Let's see. I really don't want to get up to get the MagSafe 2, so. These 2015 boards are fairly picky on what charger you use. And this pulls nothing. Actually, it pulls 0.43 milliamps, so there's probably a short on some random rail somewhere. Let's check PP bus real quick. PP bus is 0 volts. Okay, let's check 3V42. 3V42 is present. CPU is cold. DC in is present. Okay, let's pull this board with the enclosure and let's have a look. What's wrong with it? So, let's take trackpad connector, unplug the trackpad connector, the keyboard backlight connector. Tom is here. Desktop 8 series probably. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to it. I bought it used for less than 200 bucks, so that's probably why. Yeah, but what happens is the storage devices will randomly go slow. I replace the drive, I replace the cable, and yeah, it randomly freezes. So there's something wrong with it, but I really don't. Hi from Liverpool in England. Glad to have you here. I just don't. Yeah, if it works, then I don't really care if it's the work computer. But it's getting at the point where it's becoming too bothersome. So to those in chat, is the audio still intermittent? I know it's probably going to be quiet because I don't feel good today and I'm tired. And when I don't feel good and I'm tired, I don't talk very loud. Actually, I will need this. And 1 second here. I need to grab the MagSafe too. I want to look over something real quick. So commonly on these boards, so on the 00164, 165, one thing that they'll do, or pretty much on all of these, is, wait a second, this wasn't MagSafe too. One thing that they will do sometimes is they won't work with the aftermarket charger. If you plug in the aftermarket charger, they won't work. So if you plug in the aftermarket, if you plug in the original charger, they won't work, but if you plug in an aftermarket, it will work. And most commonly when that happens, you have an issue with Q7180, R7180, or something in the inrush limiter circuit. So this is your inrush limiter, this is a transistor, and this is a fairly common failure. So, but this, let's see if it turns on with the original charger. So this is the original charger. You're not going to get green light. And nothing. So just taking this board out. I want to turn my air on because it's probably 90 degrees outside. It's warm in here. Polly is here. Nasara says hello from RD of J. Well, hello from RD of J to you too. Any tips on a 00165 with missing PM sleep S4L? No water damage, SPI ROM area absolutely clean. Well, you haven't given me enough information there. Is SMC PM G2EN enable present? Is PP5VS5 present? Is PP3V3S5 present? Is PP3V3 G3 hot present? There's numerous things. G9500 looks okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's wrong with this board. I feel tired today. I don't want to fix MacBooks, but I have to fix MacBooks because then there's going to be people that are going to yell at me. Probably even more so than now because I've been having an issue with FedEx Ground. And FedEx Ground, this board smells like burning PCB, but I don't see anything. So what FedEx Ground has been doing is been coming before I open every single time. And then what I've been doing is, okay, if he wants to come before I open, I will have them held at a FedEx location. So what happens if I have the packages held at a FedEx location or request him? What happens? He still comes here before I open. FedEx Ground is pretty lousy. I like FedEx Express, but FedEx Ground is just terrible. Okay, so what exploded? I smell explosion, but I don't see explosion. Smells like burning PCB. Where's burning PCB? Where's burning PCB? I know you're here somewhere. Is it a tantalum cap that exploded? Where is it? I know it's here. What exploded? Okay, we have to use our brains. I don't see any visible damage. How's the audio? Is it any different? Any better? We have a dead short on PP-Bus G3 Hot. Our PP-Bus G3 Hot does not want to be alive anymore. So it died. And our fuse is also blown again. Imagine that. Our fuse is blown on an Apple product. But where is the short? Where can the short be? It's around here somewhere. We just don't know where. You look a little suspicious. Nothing otherwise. Nothing else looks bad here. I guess I'll have to use my brain and inject voltage. We're going to start at about 1 volt. Aaron, that's not necessary. We know it's going to be on the system side. So I'm going to solder a wire right here for PP bus. Let's get our iron on. Exactly, Piranov. And now our ground. Alligator clip. And I don't feel like going to get the FLIR. So what I'm going to do is get a little Q-tip with alcohol and check all these caps. We're pulling 5 amps at 1 volt. Is it you? Because I can't tell. Well, it's not our CPU. So we will go up to 8.5 volts. Which one is it? Is it on the other side? It is one of these guys, but which one? That's interesting. Alright, my guess it's this one. Alright, freeze spray. Let's see if freeze spray. Let's see if freeze spray wins. let's see if freeze spray wins. Freeze, come on, freeze. Arnold, it's already at 5 amps. Bingo. We got it. And now I have an icy board. I want to warm the board up a little bit before I move in on that cap, or else we're going to have issues. We don't want to thermally stress the board as bad as, you know. I melted J9500 a little bit. That's not good. Oh well. And is our short gone? Short is gone. Short is gone. Easy MacBook to fix. Fixing a MacBook that's easy kind of makes me feel better today. Is the audio still doing that weird intermittent thing, or is it fixed? I need a capacitor. I don't want to get up to get a capacitor, but I'm going to have to because it's not here. MacBook Air. Here's one. Unusual not to have a rehot CPU here. Oh, I rehotted CPU and I took that off plenty. You have to rehot CPU, Piernov. That's the only way that I fix things here. I don't actually fix things, I just rehot. Rehot is the #1 solution. Always just rehot everything. We have our new capacitor right here. Let's wick this away. Should probably turn on the darn fume extractor, because I have not turned on the fume extractor. So the switch to the fume extractor is far away. It used to be under my desk, so I would just step on the switch. So now what I do is I hit the switch with my keyboard to turn the thing on, and it works. Yeah, a lot of times, do you need Piernov as a second rehot technician? That would be nice to have Piernov as a second rehot technician. But Piernov probably would require $70 an hour to work here, because Piernov is very, very good. Piernov is much smarter than I will be. I need a customer service person soon. I really do because I'm getting not nice. That's the thing. I don't. The thing is everybody wants these updates. Um, Audio is not stuttery. Yeah, that's. Everybody wants updates so quick, and don't have time to say, okay, we've taken off Q7030. There's still a short on PP bus. Um, I don't have time for these updates. The update, it's being worked on, and when you get the invoice, it's done. And that's how I've done it. But unfortunately, repair stores don't like that. They want to know what is going on, and it's a pain sometimes. You need someone that can do easy No, I want someone that can do the difficult repairs so I could focus on the easy repairs. That's the ideal thing. And this is how a 2-year-old solders a capacitor right here. Piranha, yeah, I'm the same way. I don't like people very much. I'm at the point where if someone comes in and, is all... There's no noise gate, though, unfortunately. Let me see, I'll turn up the gain. Let me turn up the gain. Filters. Alright, let me remove gain. Let's just see what this does. Okay, is there audio? But the audio is far too quiet. We need gain. Without gain, it's too quiet. You need gain. Without gain, audio will be too quiet. And if it's too much gain, then it's going to clip. So, gain is turned up all the way. But here's so if they pay extra for an update, that's not the issue. It's having time. I don't have time to, you know, walk everybody through of what exactly is being done on it. If it's fixed, it's fixed. If it's not fixed, then there's no update yet. Too high. Okay. With the audio, I'm almost getting ready to just leave it as it is, and if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, don't, because it's getting... Yeah, those 2 words that I see in my inbox. Any update. Any update. Tim, any update. I want an update. Where's the update? I haven't had an update yet. It's been a day. It's been like 24 hours. It's still sitting in a box. That's update. I need an excuse to Friday to don't... Piranov... Um... I mean, I would hire you, but that is probably going to be a huge pain to get over here. And if the customer is extremely annoying, he ignores stuff until stuff is fixed. Yeah, that doesn't work though, 'cause then you get a. There was someone here that just kept like sending question marks in Repair Shopper. I agree, Rob Brown. I think I'm gonna message Pirnov. If Pirnov, if you want to work here, we can make something work, I'm sure. I've been working on getting the business set up for employees. It's just a lot of nonsense with the state that I still have been putting off. Just don't ever be drunk at work. No, Pirnov, if Pirnov works here, he could drink all he wants at work. I don't care. Pirnov is someone that, yeah, it's... If he's not doing customer service, I don't care. Yes, don't do co-complaint view of customers. That's definitely something you don't want. And another thing I don't want an employee, and this is something that's hard in California, is they walk in smelling like pot. You don't want that. Because here's the thing: when someone that has just smoked pot comes in the store, it smells up the store. And yeah, if someone's gonna be working here and smells like that, or someone comes in here to work smelling like that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my air freshener and I'm gonna drench them with it, because that's how it works. You need to work on your customer ignore skills. Exactly. That's the thing about the customer service is the stores. I don't need them, but they need me, and that's something that a lot of them don't understand. And just like one of them, someone um, someone I told them I gave him a discount. I gave him $40 off on retina board repair because he was sending 11. I said, okay, it's 200 each, and normally it's 240. And the guy got, well, what do you mean, the $200 for board repair? Yeah, $200 for board repair. Oh well, I'm gonna go see what the main guys are, and if the main guys are same price as you, then I'll go. Um, then I will go with you. So I put some post on Facebook, and he comments, complains, saying, "Well, I sent a bunch of boards to another place, and they've had them for, this long." And in my head, I'm thinking, yes, this is why you don't go to the $80 people. If you don't go to the $80 people, then you won't have that issue. And I don't get the logic of that. That you're not gonna get good quality stuff from someone that's charging nothing, because anybody that respects their skills is not gonna charge $80 to fix boards. It's funny, I don't smoke and don't really care for potheads, but I delivered medical weed for years. I don't have anything against somebody that smokes that. I just don't want them coming in here smelling up the store if they work here, you know. Okay, so this cap looks like it was soldered by an imbecile, and that's kind of accurate. but it'll work. We don't care if it looks soldered funny. It makes an electrical contact, and it works. Let's clean this area up just a little bit more. Kind of unnecessary, but I'll still do it. There's no need for this to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Good, cheap, fast. Pick two. Exactly. Well, someone could pick good and cheap. Sonia, having employees in Texas is having employees in Texas is a lot easier, a lot easier than having employees in California. Having employees in um, California is, yeah, it's awful. See, California has this thing where they treat business owners like they're criminals, and criminals. Someone is here. All that stress is gonna. Yeah, I know. That's already happened. Let's put it this way: I put something off for 3 years, caused by stress, and it gets worse. And I put it off for 3 years before seeing the doctor, and I'm finally deciding to see the doctor next month. Yeah, I agree. Stress will kill your health. Yeah, some of it may be migrating to Texas, but it's not nearly as bad. At least, I'm sure in Texas you're not treated like a criminal if you want to open a business. In California, you're treated like you're a criminal. You're treated like they don't want you here if you want to open a business. Where would you have your shop if you could financially swing it? Well, there's other things that I'd be here for, unfortunately, that are not financially. But if I didn't have to be concerned about certain things and certain people here, local to me, then I would um, probably either Oregon coast or Idaho. I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stay here for a while. Hey, how can I help you? Okay. Was it was it liquid damaged? Okay. Was it by chance was the screen replaced recently, or was the screen unplugged with the battery plugged in? Okay. Y- um, it's probably a board issue. Most likely on those, it's gonna be usually it's the pin 5 of the LED driver that gets corroded and falls apart. So it'd be flat rate 249. That's including shipping, if you're a mail-in customer. And that has a 1-year warranty as well. Right. All right. Thank you very much. Bye. Yeah, but I don't want to move to LA. I don't want to go to UCLA or anywhere near there. I don't want to be in Palmdale either. It's if I'm gonna be moving anywhere, it's not gonna be in state. It's yeah. We're gonna trigger some people by putting in a large amount of thermal paste on the CPU and PCH because that's what we do here. It's fun to trigger people that think I'm an unprofessional technician by putting a lot of thermal paste. Here's the thing about thermal paste, and a lot of people don't realize this. You can have too little thermal paste, but you can't have too much, and here's why. You see, when you clamp this down, a very small clearance remains, and all the excess paste is pushed out of the edges. Okay, see this? Watch this. See, I'm going to push it down, and see how the excess comes out? And it only leaves a thin clearance on the um, die. Move somewhere nice and affordable and only do business by mail. I've thought about it. I'm thinking about it, honestly. I just renewed my lease yesterday for another year here, so I'm not going to be going anywhere soon. That was something else I was a little bit stressed out about. There was no issues, though. So I am here for another year. Probably after this next year, I'll think about getting out of here. It depends. You never know what can happen in a year. You know, if I have 10 employees that are working here next year, I'm not gonna go anywhere for the sake of those employees. What is your rent? My rent is $523. It's nothing. That's kind of why I want to stay here. But I just, you know, I guess the area really isn't as bad as I make it out to be. It's really not. Um, it's more of me complaining about stuff I shouldn't be complaining of and just being bored of the area. Yeah, it's really not as bad as I make it out to be. 500 square feet is my size of my store. Okay, so let's see if we get fan spin. So what I did is I replaced that capacitor. We had a short on PP bus. We cleaned up the excess flux. I'm gonna plug in a DCM board. I like silent TIM more than clipping TIM. Is it clipping bad? Okay. That's gonna be too quiet. Alright, let me check something. If it's clipping right now, what Lewis told me to check was CPU usage, and it is 100% CPU usage. No wonder. Now it's at 53%. Alright, I'm going to turn the input level down a little bit here. Does the mic have gains? Does this transmitter have a gain setting? Alright, let me... Need a really small Phillips. I'm going to adjust gain a little bit. I think gain might be too high. Okay, that's way down. If I raise it up... This gain goes, it was up all the way. I don't know. Alright, I turned another knob on here. I don't know if the other knob is going to be better. Alright, maybe, okay, so if I start talking louder, it clips and it's going into the red. Let me turn that down a little bit. So now it shouldn't go into the red. Now let's see if that is better. Because I don't know. I have no idea on audio. I messed with some settings on the transmitter. I don't know if it's going to be any better, any worse. But we will see. Alright, so let's see if we get fan spin and plug it in. Spin, little fan. Spinning fan. Alright, is the audio still bad? Like terrible bad? Okay, is the audio still bad? Yeah, it is. I have no idea why it's clipping like that. Alright, like I said, I don't know. Let's lower it down even more. See, and then people are going to complain that it's too quiet, so. I don't know. But this is fixed. Up 10%. But is it clipping? Because I'd rather have it a little bit quieter and people could turn up their sound than have it clip and have no sound. Yes, I've been messing with the volume level setting. It's the same thing. Trader Jabari is here, and Trader Jabari does not know what a MacBook looks like. Anthony is a trader. Your voice has a slight... Yes, this was a PP bus short, Anthony. Now it's fixed. On Saturday, we're going to have a stream to show everybody what a mess Anthony Jabari's office is like. So we're going to have a stream to make fun of his office on Saturday. Thank you for the $2. Technical question in chat. What do you mean? A checkbox or something. So here's what I see on display capture. So display capture. Okay, so look. This is what I'm messing with right here, and I'm also messing with stuff on the transmitter and the receiver, and I think I see it. The receiver is going into clipping. I see the red light on the receiver. Is that clipping? I think I know what's going on. Okay, let's see. So that, if we turn this down, that still clips. Okay, I have to turn gain down. I have to turn gain down. The audio is fixed, it'll be worth it. I can't get the hose clear of solder. Fly for me, hot air. Um, Feed low melt alloy into that, so go get some, hang on one sec. Okay, I need to turn gain down on here. And okay, now it's not going into the red, but it should be going into the yellow just a little bit. Okay, it's in the yellow. What about if I make a loud noise? Still. Hi, Anel. RD of J to you. Everybody, wish Anel a happy RD of J. Everybody in chat, wish Anel a happy RD of J. Thank you for the $2, Anthony. Alright, I don't know with the audio. Everybody in chat needs to wish Anel a happy RD of J. The audio is there. Let me turn up the volume. Chill. Audio is there. How about a happy just put? That works too. But RD of J is better. What is RD of J, someone asks. You should know what RD of J means. How dare you not know what that means? Who does not know what that means? Yeah, there's a story behind that, but it's best left unsaid so people wonder. It's easier that way, and better. Anthony, someone's gonna accuse you of something if you say the full thing of what you're gonna say. That's why I don't say that one on live stream. These 11-inch boards are kind of a pain to put in. So many inside jokes here. Well, it's better that way. It's better that way. Why do you have 3 microscopes? Because in the future when I do hire, one of them is my old one, the SC400 that I bought when I was 15 years old and had no money. The other one is another one that I bought for cheap because a friend was selling it. Clearly now oscilloscopes I got because the day that you come into work in business hours drunk, you could work here after that, after you get fired. That's why they're here. No, I'm just messing with you. Ruining D-boards of junk. I don't know what that means. I'm too good to fire. Yeah, Anel is a troll. Anel isn't here to learn. He's here to troll, just like I troll him. Anel trolled me by drunk calling me once. And that's how I have his number. Anthony, probably. Probably. Would not surprise me. No, it's still early there. How could he be drunk this early? What's the voltage on RD of J G3 hot? 46. I reassemble stuff slowly. Anel said you owed him when he drunk livestream. I tried to pay Anel, but he wouldn't let me pay him. I offered to pay him. How often do you use the oscilloscope? I use it once in a while. It is a time saver for when you get something that you need it, but I don't use it that often. Yeah, I offered to pay him. And he said no, he didn't want me to pay him. I assemble stuff as slow as a turtle. Actually, I think a turtle may do a better job at this than me. Tim needs micropencil. No, Tim doesn't need micropencil. Tim needs to take over your shop, which is the plan for Saturday. We're going to be renaming the Mac Studio in Venice Beach to TCRS Circuit. Let's see if this boots, and which it will. It took me 30 minutes and 7 long screws for me to reassemble a MacBook. It chimes and there's backlight. It's fixed. Thanks to the power of RD and J. So I put this page on the website, right? So now there's a local page, and I kind of put off making this, and I don't know why, but I've been getting a lot of calls since I did this. It still needs more, but I added in this video, and then the About Us page needs some videos as well. And this is actual. Got some reviews there. Come on, stop. This is all accurate stuff. Yeah, not too bad. That should be question marking by now, is it? Yeah, it's question marking. See? It's very dim question marking. Let's do PRAM reset, so it goes brighter. So here's the secret. When I started fixing motherboards, I had no idea how to do a PRAM reset. I had no idea. I fixed my first motherboard before knowing how to use OS X. I fixed my first motherboard before knowing how to do a PRAM reset. Okay. Now it's properly bright. See? Proper brightness. Fixed. Just need stress testing. Otherwise it's done. Gloves. I'm not touching this without gloves. When they're really dirty like that, you don't know really what that is. So yeah, best to wear gloves. Be safer than sorry. Hopefully it's not puked in. Puked in MacBooks are the worst. And you don't appear to be turning on, do you? When shops send stuff with no bottom case screws, oh, it does turn on, but it does not post. Alright, do you post or do you just have no backlight? No post, no fun. No post, no fun. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Anthony. This is gonna be nicer, though. Yours will be much nicer. Um... Okay, let's see if we can see the Apple logo through the screen. I have to sneeze again. It appears is that I have a cold. Which does not matter when you have stuff to fix. Alright, so this is actually no backlight. And here's how I know. See that? No backlight. Having a cold and having to fix MacBooks is kind of lousy. It could be allergies. It probably is allergies or who knows what, but... Anel, if you came over here, you guess what you're going to be doing? You're not going to be doing no board repair here. You're going to be reassembling and shipping stuff. So don't make fun of me, because you just may wind up here one day. No, it is not an STD. Let's have a look at our connector. And now I fix MacBooks. You should know better. Connector looks fine. Now we disassemble. I really hope this isn't a full-on cold coming on. Because the thing that sucks is even if I do get a cold, I can't stay home. I have to be here still. So either way, you know. Yeah, if I had the luxury of just staying home, then yeah, then I don't care. But if yeah, it doesn't change anything. No, I don't even. Some guy came in the store one time and I fixed his MacBook and he asked me, "Are you going to raves?" I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. I don't really even know what that is. I think it was on a Friday and he asked me if I was going to a rave on a weekend. It's like, no, I'm working. What the heck are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean. I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound like something that I would. Well, for one, what does okay? Let me look up what the heck that means. An organized dance party of a nightclub, outdoor festival, warehouse, or other. Why would I go to that? Yeah, no. I'm not gonna go to that. Screw that. I will be here fixing MacBooks. You could probably. I don't want to fix iPhone screens. iPhone screens suck. I don't want to fix iPhone screens. I don't want to deal with the. Well, you fixed my screen and it broke again. I want my money back. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with I left it on the nightstand and it cracked again. I don't want to deal with any of that. I'd rather just sit here and fix stuff. And that's where I will stay until I cannot physically do it anymore. That's my plan. Until until I either have $1 million or I can't do this anymore. Well, I guess even if I have $1 million, I'm still going to be right here fixing stuff. So this area looks perfectly clean. So we could have an issue with our screen. Is on backlight output. Yeah, until I either have until I'm wealthy, and I don't consider having $1 million in the bank wealthy, because if you have employees, that's yeah, because the amount of money that goes to employees is, yeah, $1 million when you have 10 employees is nothing. Until I'm either. But here's the thing: if even if I was rich, let's say if I won the lottery. Okay, let's say I won the lottery tomorrow, and had 200 million. Fixing stuff. When I take time off, I get bored, and when I get bored, it just screws with my mind. So why would if I was extremely rich, I would still be fixing stuff, and if I was extremely rich, I would just put money in the store. If I had like like 400 million, I would go open next door to the Apple store in Santa Clarita or somewhere else. Okay, so I'm gonna measure voltage on backlight output. I would get more work by investing. I would not just sit around. I don't get how some people can just sit around and do nothing. Eight volts. 8 volts. Fuse is good. 13 volts. It's partially boosting. It's a bad LP8550. Yeah, no thanks, Mumbles. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's not something I'm gonna go to. I don't think so. I know. The PWM range is like 25 to 29 volts, isn't it? And not 13 volts. Can you? I'm trying to learn logic board repair. Can you give me any tips on succeeding in learning? Well, just start. That is the biggest advice I can give you. Just start. That's the best way to get into this. Is get a broken board, fix it. Get another broken board, fix that one too. That's the best way. I had no idea what I was doing when I started. I knew I needed to check PP bus. I knew what 3V42 was. I had no idea on power sequences, and I still fixed it. So just start. So here's our LP8550, and you can see we have something got here. There's crumbs around. Probably has liquid damage. Looks okay. See this? See what I see? Look at this. What's this? See this? What is this? What is that? MacBook. Bad LED driver. And we're going to pile on some of our new favorite flux. This is the new flux, Anthony. If I get it by Saturday, I'll bring you down a tube. No, this is the flux that you buy in store.tcrscircuit.repair once it arrives. This flux is excellent. I'm watching videos, I feel like you're not getting anywhere. Get a broken board and try and fix it. It's a lot different when you have something in front of you than when you're just watching videos. No, the flux supplier is still Amtech, it's just a different Amtech. And Anel darn right knows, because he watched my video. I like this one a little bit better than 559. It's clipping, I know. Yeah, I know. No, it's my audio. No. Oh, so does it only clip when the quick is on? I I don't know. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get a ground separator for the interface. This for the old Amtech before they changed the formula. No, you weren't around long enough to know what the old Amtech was like. Get a tube if from 2017 with an expiration date of 2019 or 2018, and then talk. Where do you get your LP8550 from? That's a secret. I get them from the same place that you guys do, probably. I get my ISLs from store.rossmangroup.com, though. Or from donor boards. Yeah, it could be CPU load. What Amtech did, I think, in the latest Flux is they put a lot more wax compared to before. And I didn't like it, so I switched to a different Amtech Flux. Didn't you? Yeah, the displays do flicker. No, you're probably right. Like I said, I suck. I get it. Sick Tim does not fix boards very well. I'm gonna send Anel a package with the virus I have in it, so he can fix boards the same way. Alright, let's see if we get backlight now. Backlight. Someone left a nonsense comment on one of my YouTube channels. They said like the mud of Mississippi sounds nice or something. I have no idea. So I commented the oil of light bulb or something or other. Yeah, Anthony, that's probably why I'm having issues with FedEx Ground now, delivering stuff, because you wrote that on the darn package, and now that they don't deliver here anymore because they think I'm a drug dealer or something. So this makes sense why FedEx Ground is not delivering my stuff. It's because of this thing that you wrote on the darn package. Yeah, I'm gonna get paid back. You wait until Saturday. You wait. Yeah, I'm gonna leave payback, but it's something you're not gonna find until later. My keyboard just fell. I'm not going down there to get that. Go in board. Actually, I don't care. I think I have allergies. I don't know. No, FedEx is delivering my stuff, but he keeps coming before I open, and I even requested that he brings the package to FedEx ground, and and I mean to bring him to FedEx office, and he still brought him here before. Will the store smell like Rossman's after that present? What present? What present? The one that Anthony sent? And what do we have? We have backlight. If you don't use up as much flux, if you don't use as much flux as possible, Lewis will, and there will be less available for you. I have no idea what you're talking about. So you can see there's a backlight on the screen. And this customer sent them without a so. Wait. See? Fixed now. Who wins this? No blank screen. You're using your CPU on me. Not happening today and now. This is fixed. So I fixed 2 on stream. That's $400 today. These are both store board repairs, which are $199 each. Yeah, not a bad day. Must ultrasonic this to get paid, though. Alright, have a nice day, everybody. It's no fair because Anthony hasn't fixed any boards today. I fixed